Good morning.
Welcome to Ambiguous Minds. This is episode
So one.
one.
Okay, damn. Okay, we're supposed to say it together.
And for the first episode, the title is New
New
Beginnings.
beginnings, and today we're going to be talking about comfortability,
Comfortability.
comfort
Ability.
ability. So
That's the first topic,
that's the
the number
first
one
topic of
topic.
today. Um, and just starting off already. This right here is supposed to be a safe space. Not
Not
supposed to
supposed to
be.
be, but it
It
is
is.
a
It's
comfortable space.
it's a comfortable and safe space. If you guys want to send in topics or even like stories we can talk about,
Yes. If you have questions, we can answer
questions we can
honest
always
opinions.
answer.
This is judgment free.
Of course. No. Okay. And when it comes to comfortability, then we really want you guys to understand where we're coming from and feel free to let us know anything. Like when it comes to speaking of something, even if you feel like one of our opinions, in which this podcast is really opinionated,
Opinion based, kind
opinion
of.
based to a certain extent. If you feel like one of those opinions you are not comfortable with that, then always let us know.
Feel free to share.
Yeah, always share. We don't mind. But we're gonna get into.
More about comfortability. So I have something I want to talk about. Well, I'm going to ask this question and then we can go from there. So,
Mm-hmm.
what does comfortability mean to you? In what way it can be in any way, shape, or form? But I'm going to answer first. So, to me, I'm going to base this off a topic. So let's go with like self love. Okay, so comfortability and self love. So let's put that together. So, how comfortability and self love comes together for me is being comfortable in your own skin for one, and not letting anybody well that also brings in confidence, but not letting anybody tell you anything about yourself because you are that, and we as females have it hard because a lot of men out here are you know their I guess their opinions can sometimes make us uncomfortable. There's that word again
Mm-hmm.
with ourselves, and it's up to us to block those opinions from those men and become comfortable with ourselves and practice and learn how to love ourselves. And I'm just not talking about appearance. I'm talking about like mentally and emotionally and
Mm-hmm.
getting down to the nitty gritty within yourself.
Yeah.
And yeah, so what does comfortability mean to you within self love? That's gonna be like the first.
Now, one thing I can say, I agree with everything you just said completely. I really do agree. One thing I can say though, to keep it in a realm of all genders, I feel like it's also the same for men to a certain extent, and also non binary people. It gets to a certain extent for different people, and there's definitely more. You just see it more when it comes from females. Like you can tell when they have a few like insecurities and when their self love is not to a T. So that's one thing I can honestly say about that.
Okay. Now, my next question. I kind of want to steer away from the comfortability, and the only reason why I'm saying that is because I think we kind of got it down pat with the comfortability. In my
Yeah.
opinion, if you feel like there's something we need to speak on,
Oh no.
or if y'all feel like there's something we need to speak on, and that's
Let us
more than
know.
just self love, let us know. But I'm going to move on to insecurities and jealousy because I
Hmm.
feel like it's a part of it, but at the same time, it's so insecurities and jealousy was a few of our other topics, and one jealousy is literally the ugliest thing,
Hmm.
the ugliest trait a person can ever. What word am I looking for?
Have
Can have, can show.
yeah.
You know, um, jealousy is not cute. There's no reason why anybody should be jealous of the next person
Hmm.
or feel any type of way of the next person. Why? Because everybody has their turn. Everybody's going to get there one day.
You can't envy
Um,
someone
there
so
you go. And
much.
I'm not even just talking about material stuff. So let me take that back. Jealousy could mean jealousy could be anywhere between material stuff or like mom. I had a conversation with mommy the one day, and it was
Mommy, as
about
in our
our,
mother.
yes, as in our mother, and it was about how our friends and how it's hard for us to keep friends because how family oriented we are, and a lot
Yeah.
of those friends never experience that,
And one
so
thing, sorry.
um it's harder for them to accept what we have going on because
Yeah.
they've never had that. That could be a form of jealousy
And
also.
that's one thing. When it comes to jealousy, I feel like there are a lot of people out there that strive off of it. Would that be the word? Like they like for people to be envious of them, and they like for people to feel like, um, oh, they're better than me, so let me, like, I don't know. It's like it's kind of weird for me, but I honestly know that when it comes to jealousy, there are people that literally live off of that,
Yeah.
and the and that's one thing you should never rub in somebody's face, the fact that you have more than them, or the fact that you're mentally, emotionally, whatever, better than them.
That I feel like that should be discussed on another topic. And the only reason I'm saying that is because a person who is jealous might come off thinking, "Oh, they're being weird to me," or they're bragging. When, in all honesty, people aren't bragging. People are not bragging. Maybe people are happy because of their accomplishments, or maybe people are simply happy. Just say it was a relationship. They're happy because they're in love, and that's that. People can get jealous of that. I don't think it's just always about success and stuff like that, and what people got and what the next person don't get. But I think that falls under the same category but slightly different
Yeah.
because not everybody brags. Now, yes, we do
Yeah.
have those people who do brag,
Hmm.
but
That's
people
why it
who
was
are
just a little
naturally
sad thing.
jealous and naturally have that shit instilled in them, then that's like, I
It's
apologize.
okay. Go ahead.
Then
Talk
that's
your shit.
like, okay, you're in reality you're not bragging, but because I'm jealous, I'm gonna take that
You're
as
going to take it as
you're
I'm bragging.
bragging. Here you go.
Exactly. And I feel like that brings a lot of hate. And that, I'm not going to say that's the complete problem with everything right now, but I can definitely tell that all of the jealousy and things like that is, it just brings a lot of hate. Like, it doesn't sit right with everybody,
Right.
you know? But one thing I can honestly say is going back to the new beginning, not topic, but episode name, whatever, caption. When it comes to new beginnings, I can honestly say one thing that this entire world needs to begin is to learn how to let things like jealousy go. Like
Yes.
you shouldn't have to envy someone because whether or not like they have more than you or whatever, like,
Or the relationship you think is better,
yeah,
or if you feel like you don't get shown the same love from your family, or if you
yeah.
just
Now
feel
that's
like there's
different.
something about that person that you just cannot fathom and
Hmm.
stomach, then I just feel that no,
That
it's a whole
needs
new
to,
year.
yeah, that whole
That's
thing
something
needs to
that you
go.
instilled in yourself, and you have to let that go. That's not something that it's not nobody else's fault. You
Hmm.
can't blame nobody else because of what
Hmm.
God had lined up for them.
And what
That's
he
something
had
that,
lined up for y'all.
yes,
Well,
everybody's
my
story is
ancestors,
different.
but yeah.
Everybody's stuff takes time. Everything
Hmm.
happens differently. So
Yeah.
yeah,
So that's definitely one thing we can say. A new beginning is needed for that. Like,
yes,
we have to get rid of so much envy and
and
jealousy
hate, and
and
there
hate
you
in
go.
this entire place, you
Yes,
know? So, with that being said, we're going to talk about discipline because discipline goes in a lot. Like jealousy and discipline are very close to each other. And what I mean by that is the fact that because you have no discipline for yourself, those thoughts and those actions are going to continue to go in a circle. You're
Yes.
going to have this revolving circle. And without discipline, it's going to stay that. Like you're just going around and around and
Mm-hmm.
around. To have discipline with yourself, you're able to stop things like that. Like you're able to change
Basically,
certain
stop that
things.
repeating cycle that you
Yeah.
started. And honestly, this 2022 is my year to practice discipline. One,
Yeah.
because
Are
I
you gonna
have
say
a
something?
spending problem,
Okay.
and I spend money like I'm El Chapo's wife, and there's nothing.
Definitely
I'm
not
not going to say
best.
there's nothing okay about that because there's 100% nothing wrong with not being cheap to yourself and spoiling yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But when it drags you to a point where you're broke and you have to keep borrowing, then that becomes a problem. And I had to
Yeah.
instill that in myself because getting paid every 2 weeks and constantly spending on dumb stuff that I know I didn't need, and then being broke, having to borrow. It's a hassle. It's a lot.
It
It's too
is.
much.
Mm-hmm.
And so this year, honestly, I really had to pep talk myself and not even just talk. I really got to put down some honest action and
Mm-hmm. Some
and
ground
some real
rules.
truth and ground rules behind what I'm saying because
Exactly. Yeah.
discipline
Discipline is
is needed
needed
within
no matter
yourselves.
what. You
Yes.
have to have discipline within yourself for you to
Yes.
have a new start with things and, for you to be able to just get through um, whatever, like insecurities and different things that you have. Like, it just, you just really need it, honestly. And um, I can honestly say, sorry for the whole um, nose thing. But yeah, I feel like not everybody has that discipline. So we can't really judge the
Right.
fact that they don't or, make it seem like we're better because we have it. No. Because I can honestly say I don't have the best discipline when it comes to certain things.
Right.
And I can honestly say that my sister might have more discipline when it comes to, I don't know, let's think of something.
Um,
Time management.
there you go.
She
Tell me.
has better time management than I do. Well, let's let's rethink that. I'm always early.
Yeah.
I'm always early. I can't be
And
late.
I'm always on time perfectly.
She's always on time perfectly. So I could say that is very good time management. Um, but yeah, I feel like that's a really good swipe through discipline right there. So actually, speaking of discipline and spending problems, we're going to talk about generational wealth.
Yes.
When it comes to generational wealth, um, some of you may have failed. It's like no, 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 no. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm sorry, but I don't know. How
Generational
do you
wealth.
feel? Yeah,
I feel like at some point we have to start because
yeah. Not everybody's
not everybody
parents.
experienced that.
Exactly.
And even if you don't have plans on keeping your line going and
Yeah, hell,
having kids and stuff like that,
definitely not.
um then I mean, hey, that's kudos to you, but uh at the same time I feel as though like
Sorry.
I would still try to do enough, at least for my parents, to
Mm-hmm.
where 5-10 years they could sit down on their asses and not sorry that's
No,
just
no, no,
something.
no. You're good.
They
You're
could
good.
sit down on their asses and not have to worry about paying for anything or
Yeah.
worry about a bill being late and stuff like that. But me
Yeah.
personally, because I do want to have kids with my boo, um,
Damn.
I think that is something that I definitely want to work on. And I feel like passing down onto my kids and so they don't have to struggle or go through what we went
Yeah.
through. And a lot of people say that and haven't honestly went through nothing. But when you've
Mm-hmm.
honestly experienced stuff, you feel stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't want that to be put on my children
You
or
don't want them to feel that
yeah,
exact.
there you go. So
Yeah.
I would try everything in my not even try. I'm going to do everything in my power that I can to make sure that
They have a good
my future
life.
family, yes, won't have to worry for nothing. That they will be fine, and even my future husband,
Mm-hmm.
my
Oh
boo,
my
once
gosh.
again,
Yeah. Single.
my future husband, even him. We talk about it all the time. Starting businesses and
Yeah.
all we got to do is put action behind that. That's
Yeah.
it. Put some action behind it and boom,
Like
and
this
we're
right
done.
here.
Like
You
this.
just have to
This was
plan
a
your
start. You
stuff.
can't even
Make
just
sure.
jump
Yeah.
in head first. Just do it. You never know. Hell, tomorrow this shit could be at 10 views, and next week it'll be at
At 10,000.
10,000.
You never
A
know.
month from now it'll be 10 million. You never know.
Yeah.
So that's it. And generational wealth ain't something I want to talk about too long. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna slide this in. Motivation. Boom.
Or actually, silver spoon.
Silver spoon and then motivation.
Yeah. Because when it comes to that, silver spoon goes right under it. Because, like you said, Oh, sorry. Hold on. This might. Okay. Like you said, you really don't want your kids to have to struggle, and you don't want your kids to, like go through the tough times that you felt and that you went through and everything like that. So it's like one thing, like literally, it's like every topic we talk about so far. When it comes to generational wealth, the fact that this generation alone does not, they all want kids. I already know it, but it's like none of them really want their kids to struggle. I believe nobody does.
Uh-huh.
So it's like there's going to be a lot of quote unquote silver spoons
Uh-huh.
being passed out within
I
the next
personally feel
generation.
like there's nothing wrong with a silver spoon. Let me
There's
tell you
nothing at
that.
all.
And there's a specific reason why I'm
There's a
saying that.
certain extent, though.
To a certain extent. Let me tell
Yeah.
you why. You cannot blame somebody whose parents did not, there you go, want
Did
them
not
to
want
go
them.
through the
Yeah.
struggle. You cannot blame somebody whose parents chose generational wealth. There you go. You cannot blame somebody for that.
Yeah.
That is something that their parents chose. That is something that you know
They
they
put
instill
on
in their
you.
kids. There you go.
Yeah.
They worked hard for that. So silver spoon there. Now, what is your other to an extent? I want to hear that part.
To an extent, is just going back to the jealousy thing. Well, it's not really jealousy, it's the bragging thing. I feel like, okay, you grew up with a silver spoon in your mouth. That's always great. Like, who doesn't want that, you know? But it's like, for you, if you have friends that didn't grow up that way, and they don't seem like jealous of you, so you like push that into their face and like push that on them. I feel like that's
Okay, no,
that's the extent that you're like, oh yeah,
that's understandable.
like this is nasty. You grew up with a silver spoon. Don't nobody want to deal with that.
Yes.
But I can honestly say it's never been a bad thing, and not everybody gets to have that. But that just means that it wasn't you or your parents' time at that time, because everybody always has their time, you know.
Yeah.
So
You just gotta start somewhere.
that's crazy. We covered two topics in one.
Yep.
So yeah, that's definitely what I would have to say about that.
If you honestly believe that there is something that you want to do and your mind is set to that, do it.
Yeah.
Don't waste your time. Don't sit around thinking about it. It's a lot of times I done procrastinated and could have been done with shit, and I didn't. And it's never too late, but don't wait too long, because then I feel like the longer you wait, the
You said that
more out of
perfectly.
it you get.
Sorry.
Like, you just be like, oh, I don't even want to do this anymore. Like, I thought about that 5 years ago, and now it's not even in my interest anymore.
Or like, oh, somebody already did it, so
Yeah.
let me just
And it does
not do
matter. Listen, it's It's enough money to go around for everybody.
Of
If there's 50
course.
bitches out here doing lashes and you want to do, sorry, and you want to do them lashes, baby, do them lashes. Don't let
Mm-hmm.
nobody tell you, oh, there's already people doing that. They ain't gonna book you. They
Yeah.
ain't gonna call you for this.
Because
Do
you
what you
never
want to do.
know.
If there's 100 people selling lashes, then guess what? You sell you some lashes. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Because your brand is going to be different. Your brand is going to be you. You just got
Y'all
to
don't
think
have the same
outside the
exact
box. There you
skills.
go.
Y'all don't.
Everybody has their own skills, talents, and ways of doing things.
Yeah.
Everybody is not the same. So just because somebody come out with a lash case that's shaped like a damn
Coffin.
shaped like a coffin, and
You can
you can
come
get a
out.
coffin,
Yeah. You
put
can.
some glitter on it. Put some glitter on it. I'm serious.
we,
Those
we
no.
should have used coffin.
Well, throw some glitter on it. Put a bow on it. Put some lashes on the outside to make it blink. Do you get what I'm saying?
Make
No,
it
I'm saying yes. But that's the thing. It's about being different. You
Yeah.
can't let nobody tell you that. Like you cannot let nobody tell you that.
You're different.
Everybody, yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta instill that shit in yourself. You cannot let nobody be like, oh yeah, no, you can't do this because such and such is doing this or they doing the
Mm-hmm.
same thing. No, baby, like I said, you gonna do a cough and throw some lashes
Sorry.
on that motherfucker
I'll be right
outside.
back.
There you go. Okay.
Bring us into the next topic.
But enough of that, because I feel like I'm preaching enough. The next topic, knowledge and wisdom. I guess that would be the next one. Knowledge, wisdom, and learning, because that's kind of like the same three. Um, knowledge, wisdom, and learning. I feel like everybody has their own bit of knowledge.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody should hear from a person with wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing wrong with learning. There you go. I feel like you
Perfect.
should be able to, not even be able, you should be open and willing to sit around and listen to
What someone else
some,
has
there
to
you
say.
go, somebody giving you knowledge or older people giving you wisdom.
Wisdom.
There you
Yeah.
go. Don't never be afraid to sit there and listen to somebody tell you something.
And it's not even afraid to listen. Don't go around it. Like
Yeah.
everybody has time to listen to something.
There you go.
Every single moment of the day is a learning moment. Like you learn something new every day. Isn't that
You
what
do.
people say? You always learn something. So it's like, don't just if a older person is outside talking to you right now, and they're trying to tell you like, don't do something because we did that before, and it
Crackheads, for
never.
example, excuse my language.
Strong point.
But listen, because a lot of people will laugh and they think that that's not serious. But if a dope thing comes up to you and they're like, "Don't do drugs, don't do it. It's gonna mess your life up." Listen to that. Yeah, you might
Because
think it's a
they
joke
know.
because it's there. You go.
But
You might think it's a joke.
but
It's
one
like,
thing,
oh snap, you did it. But
exactly,
wait,
they'll be like, "Oh, you're talking, but you're the
but
one
you did.
on
There
drugs."
you go. And they're
Can't do
instilling
that.
that wisdom in you. They're telling you,
Yeah.
don't ever pick up no crack pipe. Don't never put nothing up your nose. Not to each his own. If
Hey,
that's what you
it's
do,
that's what you do. That's what you do. Euphoria type
But when
shit.
you hear people trying to tell you, and don't be bad stuff. they
Every
try to
time I
teach
put
you
it up, you
good,
move.
then don't take offense to that.
Yeah.
Like honestly, not even just crackheads. If a billionaire walked up to you right now and said, listen, it took me 10, 15, 20, 30 years to get here. Keep going. And you're like, oh, that's too long. I ain't going to do it. I don't want to do it. And then
Like,
look
why
at
can't
you in
you?
that place and say he told somebody else the same thing. And in 10, 15, 20, 30 years,
They're
that
up
person
there,
is up there.
and you
You
didn't
know?
listen. But everybody always
Listen.
has a moment to listen.
Yes.
You
And
just
even
have
if
to
you
see the
don't
other
wanna
way
listen,
through.
open up your eyes. Read.
Yeah.
That's one thing I've always liked to do. Read.
Shit, you see the books in front
Pay
of you?
attention. There you go. Open your eyes and read.
Yeah.
If you don't always want to listen to somebody, even though listening is,
Sometimes it's to a point where you're like, oh, I just don't want to hear this.
yes. Then
But you
open up
all,
your eyes and read.
yeah, just
Get you a library card. Sit in that library. Read books about credit. Read
Yeah.
books about real estate. It's all types of stuff that you could be reading about. But you would never know that because that's not your focus. And you think somebody telling you this is
it's
just
just
the
like,
same. No.
you're just talking to talk.
Yes, and that's
Now,
not true.
one thing I can say about that is that a lot of young people, well, not right now, not as many are focused on just, partying and different stuff, but there is a large group that's just focused on being young and, going to parties, doing, smoking,
And there's
drinking, different stuff
nothing
like
wrong with
there.
that,
No,
but
no, no,
to a
no, no, no,
certain
no, no. Let me
extent.
get my point. Let
I'm
me get my
listening.
point. There's nothing wrong with that, but those are the same people that in a few years are going to complain that they didn't do anything about their lives when they were younger.
Yes.
Now, I'm not saying partying is wrong. You can't do that right now, but there's also ways that you can party, get drunk, smoke weed, whatever you want to do, and still go to school. You can still go to college. You can still
Yes.
learn from people, go to work, do different things.
Yes.
Just don't become like lazy at it,
Yes.
Like, don't take just because school and work it's not as fun as drinking and partying and you're not as happy because you're not smoking different stuff
Yes.
like that. Don't let that be your reasoning for you not like being able to go up, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and being able to
Accomplish your goals and
accomplish
achieve what you
things.
want to
Yeah.
achieve. Just because your friend is, I can't say that. I cannot say what I. Just
No.
because, just because your friend is out here,
Giving a Glock
and and, and,
3,000
and and doing whatever the hell
they want
he
to
or
do.
she wants to do, that don't mean you gotta follow in them footsteps.
He,
Why?
she,
Because
they.
you are your own person.
Yeah.
And 5, 10, 15. I'm not saying you gotta leave your friend behind, but when you have your mind set to something and you want to do something, and that is what you do. And when
Yep.
you get to the
You
top,
can't
you
let
gotta
them
leave
drag
people
you.
behind.
Yeah.
You cannot let nobody slow you down. When it's something that you want to do, pow, you go for it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't ever let nobody slow you down and try
Because
to
that's
tell you, oh,
that's
no,
one
no,
thing
no,
you
no,
have to be
no, no,
big
no.
on. You have to be big on following your own dreams
Yes.
because regardless or not, if that's your friend since kindergarten
Yep.
and she's been there throughout the way, she can leave you any second.
Yep.
You die by yourself.
Yep.
You have to find out how to get through everything by yourself for a second. I'm not saying you're going to be single your entire life. You're not going to have fun,
Yep.
but you have to learn how to get through things by yourself before you can just keep doing all this partying, oh, friend, different things like that. Like,
Uh-huh.
you have to expand by yourself.
There you
Learn
go.
how to do that by yourself.
And speaking of expanding and being by yourself,
Yeah. Talk your shit, OG.
learning to be lonely. And I'm not saying it like, oh, I'm
Mentally.
alone, or no.
Yeah.
When you're physically by yourself, excuse me,
Hold on, I gotta plug the
and
computer.
when you're physically by yourself and you take the time out to think about what you want to do in life and about your goals
Think
and
about
what you
yourself.
set your mind to, things will be so different.
Yep.
They will be so different. Being by yourself opens up a whole new portal for you that you don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
You might think the first. So say you by yourself for a week, you done dropped all your friends, or you're just
Oh,
not
wow.
feeling it, and you're by yourself, and you feel like, oh damn, I shouldn't have did that. I'm lonely. No, no, because that can mean something greater for you. That can mean something good for you. I don't
Is that
have
me?
friends. That's me.
Okay.
I don't. Well, I'm not going to say that because I have one friend,
Okay.
and we don't talk every day. But when we do talk, it's no big. It's no
Yeah.
hit. We know what we got going on.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh,
you
hold,
don't have to
oh,
talk to a
hold on,
person every day for
hold
y'all
on,
to,
because I know you're about to say it. I know you're about to say it.
Good.
A good friend will never be mad or never feel some type of way for you going to chase your bag.
Yes.
Not a
There you
single
go.
good friend will have a problem or be mad, anything. Like, they will not cut you off because you are trying to chase your bag. Because a good friend knows that as soon as you get to the point that you want to be in, they have a cut.
Yes.
And not even they don't even have the cut. They got a plate. They got a plate. They got a whole setup. They got the knife, the fork, the spoon all next to it. They got a chair at the table.
Yes.
A good friend knows that.
Mm-hmm.
So all this worrying about, oh, she's not going to talk to me, da da da. If you think that way, that's because she's not really your friend.
There you go.
That's not your friend if you have
No.
those thoughts. A friend is not going to put your feelings to the side and, like, not care about you or not love you anymore because you want to chase your bag.
Yep.
It's never a good friend.
Never.
So, yeah. What else you got to say?
That's that for that. I mean,
For that?
got wrap that up.
I mean, yeah, that was a good little.
This one is interesting to me. I'm ready to talk about this.
Which one?
that flex coming from the mud.
Oh shit,
Can
yeah.
we just title
Black,
this man?
sorry, black men.
Well,
No, I know there's some white boys. I know there's some Mexican and Hispanic, well, Hispanic, Asian, all of the above. I know there's some.
okay,
We're specifically talking about black men.
okay. I'm gonna
Black
let you
men.
start. I'm gonna hold. I'm gonna let you start.
Flexing from coming from the mud. Please stop it. Now, I'm not saying you can't throw it in there because we get it. Like you did this. You
Yes,
want to let everybody know you made it out of there. You made it out of
and
there.
that's an accomplishment.
And it's very much so an
That
accomplishment.
is yes to be celebrated.
Yeah, you
Very
always
much.
feel free to celebrate it. Like we don't mind that at all. And I'm not going to say but. And if you are still in the same position you were in and you're doing nothing to get out of it, but you're faking for social media, posting all this money and different things like that, but your mom and your grandmother are still not taken care of, or you're not taken care of at all, different things like that, but you want your friends and all these people on social media to know or to think that you're really up here and you're really like you're fucking it up in the game,
Yeah,
you have to stop it. You
honestly.
gotta stop it because you are doing so much. Talking about how you have so much money and you came from nowhere,
And
different
had
stuff
nothing
like
to
that,
show for it.
and you still wear the same exact pair of pants in every single picture. You have
With
to
the
change
same
that. Same pair.
$200 spread across them Alexander McQueens that you done got
Oh
off
my
Shein.
God. Who you telling? With the Bape hoodie that zips all the way up to the forehead. You.
Or whatever you borrowed out your bro's closet. But let me say this, because when we down in bed and me and that bitch, if me and my homegirls, if you want to wear something, wear it,
Where?
baby. I will
Even
never.
if we
I've
ain't
never
down
been.
the bed.
There you go. I was never the
Shoot.
type of female that would put a friend out there like that if she needs something. Never,
Mm-hmm.
never, ever. I don't understand how females
Calm
can do that.
down.
I don't care how. I'm not hype. I
Okay.
don't care how bad a person hurts you. I would never put nobody's business out there.
Yeah.
But it's different. It's different when it comes to you faking. You're
Mm-hmm.
faking.
You're putting on a front for everybody.
Yes. Now I can see. No, no, but listen. Now say your man's is up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your man's is up and you still down. That's a problem.
That's
That's
a
a
major
problem.
problem.
Why? Because if your man's is up, if that was really your man's, he would put you on. So you wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
have to be on her flexing that same 200 for the rent. You
Oh,
wouldn't have to be on her ordering fucking Alexander McQueen's off of Shein.
I have a
You
prime
wouldn't have
example.
to be getting babe hoodies out of Sky's the limit. Okay?
Not
Do
sky's the
you hear
limit.
me? I'm just saying that like and I mean with females too.
Mm-hmm.
With females too.
Hold on. Because with females, one thing I can say y'all really do is okay, Miami trips. How they're saying like that's
Man.
showing, but that really just showed like say you're with a group of friends. Y'all's an entire group. There's always going to be that one that ends up not being there because of the simple fact that those three friends that are so close and they're always up, they're always getting their nails done together, always doing their hair together, different stuff like that. Those are the same three that does not give a crap about that one. They're going to talk the most crap about you on social media. They're going to run with the problems. They're going to mess with your exes and different stuff like that because they don't care. Those are the type of people that I can honestly, and when it comes to being down bad and being like, say one of your friends is homeless and you're one of those three in that group, as soon as she pisses you off, you're actually going to find something that pisses you off about her, and then you're going to run straight to social media with it.
Yes.
And you're not going to put your friend on when it comes to like jobs and stuff. You're not going to put your friend on or even help her out when it comes to all of y'all going to Miami, all of y'all going to Africa and Dubai and different shit like that. Like y'all's not going to help that one friend out because y'all's not real friends, you know?
And I feel like if you're up, put your friend on. Same thing
Put your
for
friend
me.
on or else you're not a real friend.
Exactly. There you go.
And I can't even say that.
If I walked with these females, if I caught the bus with you,
Mm-hmm.
if we was broke,
You're getting in my Honda with me,
if we
babes.
was broke,
You're getting my Audi.
and I had $20, and we
20.
walk into BFGs, I get a hoagie.
Everybody's getting
you
a
get a
slice.
hoagie. We get a hoagie.
Bro, I'll get one.
Everybody get two slices of pizza. We share a large fry. Any of
Mm-hmm.
that. Why? Because
We're
that's
friends.
that's me.
We're
That
real.
realness is instilled with me. If I bang with you heavy like that, and I look at you like if I would do it for my siblings and I bang with you, I'm gonna do it for you. I
Of
promise you.
course.
I promise
But
you.
one prime example that I was trying to bring up a little while ago is Big Meech, Lil Meech, all of them, Mary Hoover, Larry Hoover. Sorry. The fact
Did
that
you say Mary J.
I
Blige?
said Mary Hoover instead
Oh,
of,
I'm
but the
sorry.
fact that even Little Meech said it in that interview. The only reason Big Meech trusted 50 Cents with his story and his entire life for that movie or the show is because of the simple fact he gave millions to all of his friends, and 50 Cent was the only one there for him when he went down and when he was in trouble and when he was broke.
See,
That tells you who's really your friend. Because when it comes to money, y'all can all sit down here and y'all can all have $1,000 to your name. There's always going to be that one friend that don't have that $1,000. You're not, if you don't share, you don't. I'm not saying
that you're obligated.
I'm not saying you're obligated, but if you know that one friend is down and all of y'all sitting here flexing, oh, we got this, we got that. You're not real.
Not to cut you off, but let me add on too.
Good.
Let me say this
Talk
because
your
a
shit.
lot of people get this confused too.
Mm-hmm.
When we say your friend is down, let me say it like this: say it's your friend, she got parents, siblings, he or she got parents,
Mm-hmm.
siblings, they struggling. So even if they do got a job and all the money that they do have, it has to go to that. I don't count you as broke when you're putting your money towards bills. I don't count you as broke when you're, fending for your family to survive. I
Mm-hmm.
don't count you as broke then. Why? Because you are out here
Trying to
trying
make
to
it.
make it.
Yep.
And if you see that I'm out here trying to make it and you choose not to, I'm not, like I
Fucking up,
said, you're
Ori.
not
Sorry.
obligated to do anything. But if I ask you to put me on, or even if I don't ask, if you was really as real as you said you was,
You would have put
then
me
you
on
would put
without
me
me
on. There
asking.
you go.
Exactly.
There you go.
And that's a strong point right there. And I
And
feel
say,
like,
wait, but say we all sitting around with a band. We all got a band, right?
yeah.
But with her band, she gonna go run that up in the mall. With her
Mm-hmm.
band, she gonna go get her hair done. With her band, she gonna go spend that real quick, 2 days. But
Mm-hmm.
me with my band,
I'm going to share it with my family. I'm
hold
going to
on.
help them.
Not only that, light bill, gas bill, so
Yeah.
much on rent. We gotta eat. Everybody
Yeah.
don't get stamps. Times is
Mm-hmm.
hard. Food bank shit, that's an option, but that shit be old.
Dude.
You know? And how do I know that? Because I've been there.
Yeah, we had those problems.
We've been there. But
Sad truth, isn't it?
stuff like that, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, you can't, that's why you never know what a person is going through.
So you
Ever.
can't, like, and that brings me back to the point flexing from the mud. If your friend is still in that mud and you're really like flexing, like you're going off on social media, you're doing this, you're doing that, that just shows what, like, that really just shows, like, how good of a person you are.
Yes.
And it just shows that you, out of all people, shouldn't be flexing because really, if it came down to it, you know how that person feels and you're still
Yeah.
deciding to flex on that person.
Yeah.
So if that's a strong point right there. If you know how a person feels, and I'm talking about every single, well, not every single, but most of the topics we just talked about, like jealousy, comfortability, jealousy, I mean, insecurities, different things like that.
Yeah.
If you know how that person feels, if you've been in that situation and you still choose to let a person go through that, that is horrible.
Yeah.
I don't think that is okay for anybody.
At all.
And like the least you can do is help. Like
Mm-hmm.
you don't have to give them all your money. You don't have to do that. But say I'm making $1 million right now, Shay. We're gonna say you're 2 months behind on rent, and your landlord is giving you one more month. I got millions right now. If I don't even think to pay your rent for those 2 months, give you a little something for you to find a new house or pay the third, what does that make me? What does that make me?
Not
Because
real. Unreal.
it's unreal. The fact
And
that
like I
we
said,
grew
you're
up
not
together.
obligated to give me anything, but if that realness is instilled in you, especially if we
Mm-hmm.
was raised together, if that realness is instilled in you, you would do that shit with no question. Any of my
Yeah.
siblings, when I make it to the top, I do it with no question. My mom, my father, I will do it
With
with
no
no
question.
question. And
A
that's why a
really
lot of
good
people
friend.
get that shit wrong because y'all think just because a person don't ask or
Yeah.
and don't get me wrong, closed
Hold
mouths
on.
don't get fed, but at the same time, if you can see that, then if you can open up your eyes and see that, then fam, hey, something's wrong. If you can see that your man's just going through it and you can't even let him hold something,
Mm-hmm.
something's wrong. And you know what's crazy because that one out of the group that's probably down bad is probably gonna be the realest one on your damn team
Mm-hmm.
where everybody turn their backs on you.
And that's gonna be one that makes it next while you're falling.
Yes. Yes.
Not
And
wishing
even
and
then,
falling on
I
you,
will
but
probably still look out for you. Even if you get
hell yeah, because you have that loyalty that they
there
don't
you
have
go.
for you.
I probably ain't gotta like be all buddy buddy with you, but if you need it, I got it.
Yeah.
I got it. Why? Because I got love for you. If we're really close like that, if we've been tight like that, nigga, I don't care if we was tight like that for a day,
You
two
still
days, a
gonna get a
year,
cut.
2 years, 10 years, 30 years. I got you.
Shit, we ain't
Simple as
30
that.
yet, but yeah.
Simple as that. And a lot of people can't say that. Why? Because they don't have that realness instilled in them.
Mm-hmm.
I've been real since I came out of Alicia's vagina.
You ain't
It
have
don't
to
get
say
no
that.
realer than
You
that.
ain't, you ain't have to say.
Simple as that. It don't get no realer than that.
Sorry, mom.
That's just what that is. When you've been raised about nothing, raised around nothing but real people,
Loyalty.
loyal. My mom and my dad been together how long?
22 years, maybe.
Longer than that. Aside from the lying, the
Hold on.
cheating, all of
You ain't
that.
have to tell their business.
No, but it's come on now. Everybody's human. We all go through stuff.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me do math. Richie is
42.
he'll be 43 this year.
And she'll be 41.
So they start dating when.
She was 13.
So we'll do her age. She's 41 minus 13. 28.
They've been together
28 years. Hood married.
Yes.
Beyond hood married. At this
Yes.
point.
They've been through so much.
So
together.
much.
The fighting.
4
the crying,
kids.
The 4 kids. Sorry. This is real. This is
Okay,
real.
talk your shit
This is a
then.
conversation. This
Apologies.
Is real. You know, they're having it. They're not having it. We got good days. We got bad days.
Of course. We still have them
You
to
know,
this day.
Still to this day.
We
None
might
of us
be
perfect,
living better than what we were before, but
we still
we
go
still
through
have
shit.
problems. Yeah.
Everybody still struggle. This is not no.
This is not new.
This is not nothing new. And what are we doing? Working to get out of that.
Yep.
We ain't gonna rush it. What we gonna do? Continue to pray for it and keep pushing. That's all you can do. Just pray for it and keep it pushing.
Manifest it.
There you go.
Put it
what
in the
Brad
air.
Said, keep the faith.
Mm-hmm.
Before she passed, that was her favorite line.
Let me
Keep
hop
the
on
faith.
that.
Let me hop on that.
Sweet real.
And keep the faith. Sweet real. Simple as that.
Yeah.
It don't get no realer than that.
It doesn't at all.
Keep the fucking faith. That's all you can do. Sorry. That's
Then
all
you're
you can
okay.
do. You just gotta keep it going. Like
Yeah.
you can't let nobody mentally, physically,
Take that away
break
from you.
down. Don't let nobody
Yeah.
take that away from you. You gotta instill that shit in yourself. I know before 25 I'm gonna be up there. I know.
Period.
I know it.
Shit, I know before 21.
There you go. I know it. I don't have to, ponder on. I don't have to sit here and think too deep. Why?
Yeah.
Because I know. I know that.
It's in me.
It's in me.
I know how it
instilled
is.
that in
Yeah.
myself. I had that confidence. I had that mindset. That we're going to be up there. I'm not even going to say me. We're going to be up there. But before I hit the age of 25, I'm 20 now. I got 5 years. Hell, even if it takes me longer than that, I'm going to get there.
You're still going to be there.
I'm
Yeah.
going to get there. Nobody can tell me what I am and what I'm not going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody can tell me how long it's going to take me. Nobody can tell me, oh, you ain't going to get there the way I did.
Can't nobody
You
shut
can't.
down your
There
confidence.
you go.
Can't nobody shut down
There
your
you go.
dreams, your manifestations.
Nobody. Why?
Anything.
Because it's instilled in me.
Me,
I have
yes.
that set into
Oh,
this. Sorry.
shit. It's okay.
Set so far into myself that you cannot change that.
Yeah.
You can't.
You can't at all.
I'm that. And I'm going to be that before it's
Material
in
girl.
the most humblest way. I'm going to be that. We're going to be that. We're going to be up there. Nobody can change that. Nobody.
Nobody at all. That's... I can't watch the Emmett Till movie. His story makes me a little too sad. So... Okay, so... To close it out, this was a good first episode. Thank you so much, Shay. This was a really nice episode, honestly, especially for the first. We had a good talk so far,
Yes.
and I can.
I just want to say though, let us know if like if it was too much packed into one, or like
Yeah,
if we should take our time and space it out
space it
next
out.
time and
Yeah.
be more specific. I tried, but my explaining skills were ass.
And we
So
were also trying to get this first episode, like, we don't want to give y'all too much in one, but we did have a lot of things, especially because our topic is new beginnings, our overall topic. We really wanted to, like, give you different beginnings that you need
yes,
to, restart and different things like that. Things that
yes,
everybody has to work on, everybody has to learn.
hmm,
And we don't mind having to break things down,
we don't.
make longer episodes. Like, we really don't mind.
We need the feedback. We want the
Yeah,
feedback.
even if
That's
you want us to shorten a couple of,
yes.
let us know. We're probably,
We're open to all
yeah, we're
opinions,
probably
all
still gonna make
points.
them kind of long, but we're gonna like explain it less or more, whatever you guys really want to do. And so to end that off, thank you guys. Thank you for listening to our first ever episode,
Of
Ambiguous
ambiguous
Minds.
minds. Peace
And
out.
yeah, peace out. Thank you guys.